Well, g'day everybody. Steve and Kaz, Ducks Touring Australia.
That's me. That's you.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
We're on the road again. This time, as you would have seen in intro footage, we have the caravan in tow. We're finally taking it out for its shakedown trip. We're not doing any difficult off-road or anything like that. We're mostly tar. Heading out towards Orange Bathurst area to a recreation area in between them, because we have some business to do in Orange on Monday. Today is Saturday, so we're driving out. We're going to do Saturday night, Sunday night and Monday night in the van, off-grid, test it out, see how it goes. Now, we really don't know what the weather's going to be. I've had mixed weather reports saying it's going to be 33 degrees. I've also had weather reports saying it's going to be 25 degrees. So, as usual, you can't rely on the weather. So we're just going out there and we'll see. Now, it'll be a good test, because if it is hot, we'll give the aircon a run off-grid. See how that uses our power. And if we don't like the amount it's used, we can always charge from the car. So there's that. But anyway, we will see what we see as we go along, and hopefully it'll be an interesting weekend for both us and for you guys. So we'll show you more when there's more to show you. We've just pulled up at a roadside stop. It's nothing special, but it has amenities, so we might as well use amenities when we can. Alright, Kaz has jumped into the van because, like a fantastic wife that she is, she's making me something to eat. So there she is, in the process of making me some food. So we're just going to see how the van is going so far. So the bed is as you'd expect. The TV's lying on the bed, that's where we put it. And would appear everything else is intact. Nothing has moved or gone anywhere it shouldn't be, so all is well. So yeah, what do you think so far, Kaz?
It's fantastic, mate. It's fantastic.
Now, we've got nothing powered up in here, so it's just, this is the natural light that gets into this van. We haven't got turned any 12 volt on at all, so
well, there's no need to, because we're only doing a lunch break.
Exactly. So Kaz is making a roll, and it's still nicer in here compared to the temperature outside. So it's a good chance I'll just sit in here and eat it. Anyway, you don't need to see and hear all of that stuff particularly, so we'll show you more in due course. Well, this is a quick view around camp. Now, we have been here for a few hours. We got here, I don't know, 3:30 to 4, and it was quite warm. You would have seen us setting up. But anyway, I've waited till now when it's cooler to give you a walk around it. So that's where we put the truck, because we have to move the truck a few times over the next couple of days. And that's the van set up. Now I've got very little lighting on at the present. Got a few fairy lights going, but that's about it. I don't even know how they show up on video. But the van's quite level. It's quite an easy place to set up. So what we've done, still learning, as you would have seen in our setup, we've put our sea gear mat down. We've had that sea gear mat since our ultimate camper days. And as it happens, I think it's a good size. It just covers what we think is the main living area. So that's pretty good like that, in my opinion. Now, we didn't worry about switching our Starlink on for this, because the review on this particular site said it had phone service, and it does, but it's a bit average. It's that average, in fact, that sending a photo or receiving a photo is a bit difficult. So we're not going to be able to use it for television, but what the hell, we didn't come here to watch TV. So the Ram's just parked there. We are at a place called Macquarie Woods Recreation Area. I'll be doing a spotlight on it, which you'll see at some stage. But anyway, that's our lovely titanium S4. So that's her from the front. Now, we had the aircon on for a while earlier on, but we've chosen now that the temperature has come down significantly to turn it back off and open the windows. So that's what we've done. No point in using power just because you can. Conserve it when you need it. When we had it on, it was like 31 degrees. So that's her setup in situ. I think it looks pretty good. And so far, everything has worked the way it should. The aircon worked off grid, so it was nice. I was going to cook tea on the Weber, but both Kaz and I are a bit wasted after a biggish day. So we just had cheese and nibbles. I'll do Weber cooking for brekkie. Anyway, so that's where we are, what we're doing. It's pretty nice. It's a very big campground, lots of people, lots of room for lots of people. There's a fair few people here, but I've turned up on a Saturday afternoon, so it's not that bad. Alright, well, I don't think there's too much more I can tell you. We're in a fire bin, so I brought me fire pit, but we can't use it, so that's life. So, no fires, no telly. Geez, we have to go back to doing things ourselves. Oh well. Alright, that'll do. I'll show you stuff tomorrow morning, I think. So we'll see you then. Take care, guys. Alrighty, it's a little bit later in the morning and I've decided it's time to cook up our steaks. I'll chuck some eggs and bacon on there too, although the steaks are pretty big, so maybe I won't need the bacon. But given the Weber run, haven't used this since oh, I don't know, long time, 4 or 5 years. So anyway, we're back to the Weber, but I'm not going to show you too much about that. I'll show you when it's done, I think. So giving that a crack. We've got the Weber plumbed in, we got gas bayonets at the front of the caravan here, so we can do that. So yeah, it's all going good. Had a nice shower this morning, so that was really good. So yeah, so far everything works really well. Well guys, not a cooking show, but we like our eggs cooked on both sides. Steaks are nearly ready to be rested, so we'll give you a look shortly. Alright guys, this is the end result. Steak and eggs for brekkie, because we weren't having them for tea last night like we should have. So breakfast they are.
Definitely.
As usual, we're not going to make you watch us eat it. Breakfast done and dusted. How was it?
Good.
All right.
Fantastic.
Apparently I can still cook, so that's something. So the Weber worked well. I've already packed it away. We've got to go for a drive shortly, so we're going to half pack up to secure the van. Not going to be long, but when we're going to come back and do some more stuff. So far so good. So we used the aircon last night, as you know, for a while. We went to bed at 95% battery power. We got up this morning at about, I think it was 92, so it didn't use much overnight. Now we have had showers this morning, hot water is still on. So you're going to see this as I do, because I've got no idea how it's going. There you go, we're back at 94. We're generating 615 watts and we're using 125 thereabouts. So at the moment we're making power, so that's good. So hopefully by the time we haven't even turned off the light in the bathroom, so we're using power we don't need to use. So far so good. And as you can tell, the van is still fairly empty because we haven't worked out everything we're going to do with it yet, so it's all a learning experience for us. Alright, so that's good. Happy to know about that. So that's all good. Just for the sake of wondering, as you can see, we sat and had brekkie behind the ram because the sun's coming from that way, so we used it for shade rather than put out an awning. And we're at 97% here. So all is going well. Now just thought I'd show you, it's later in the day and it's 31 degrees outside, but I decided to crank the air up. So on 100% battery we're drawing, because we cranked the air up and it's running fairly hard at the moment, 1140 watts, but because of that the solar's kicked in. Now obviously it's after 4 in the afternoon, so the sun's not optimal. We're getting about, we're anywhere between 850 900 watts off the roof, which means we're only drawing, we're in deficit by just under 500 watts on the on there, so pulling about 17 amps. So realistically 3/4 of our aircon power is coming from the sun and only about 1/4 is coming from the batteries. Now it's pretty good at this time of the day, and as you see it's 100%, so we're going to run our batteries and our aircon for maybe next couple of hours, but you know, so what? As I said, 31 degrees outside. It finally got too hot, so we turned on the air in here and go sit in here for a while. Not to mention I'm having a bit of a charging session here, so I've got the drone charging. My particular drone only has a 240 volt charger. I haven't got the 12 volt charger for it, so it gave me an excuse to really turn the 240 on in there. Charging DJI microphones, got a phone on charge, it's all going on. So So only having a deficit of 18 amps when I've got 600 is not a big deal. And yeah, it was a bit cool, so, or was a bit warm, cool. So I'm not wearing a shirt at the moment, so excuse me. Alright, see you later. I'll sort of tell you everything that goes on this trip as we go. Down to 88%. We turned the air conditioning off a while ago just because it's not that hot now. A bit of behind the scenes stuff of what we get up to. Table's got a laptop on it. Kaz is lounging around on the bed. She was reading, but she's turned the iPad off for a second.
Morning.
Morning. Induction cooking this morning. Just because we haven't tried it in the van yet. But it's a nice morning. So why not do it out here? It's what, after all, this is what it's designed for. So you can operate outside, still take your induction cooker out, put your induction cooker in, whichever way you want to do it. So we're cooking chicken snitties this morning because we once again didn't have them for tea. So snitties it is.
What, we're going? Ooh.
We're doing the world's most bad looking eggs.
You killed them, haven't you?
I did, I killed them.
Oh well, we might have to start again.
Oh no, they're edible, they just don't look pretty. Maybe I should stick with scrambled.
Perhaps you should. We've got another gorgeous day out here today. And Steve on cooking duties.
Again.
Yeah, I think he's got the induction cooker up too high.
Well, not the prettiest eggs and snitty of a morning, but they're cooked and they'll be edible.
Oh, good.
Kaz had no faith at all. We've been out all day, so since you saw me do breakfast, we haven't been anywhere where it's worth filming. So what we've done today's the reason we came to this camping area in the first place. We went back into Orange to where they built the canopy. We've had some little mods done. There was a little problem with this ladder, so we've had that rectified, so hopefully that'll be better. And we also had a fuel filler cap issue. It was very, very hard to put diesel in a decent rate, so the boys have built us a completely new storage box, which so now it stores in here, and the fuel filler and AdBlue are out in a separate compartment, so they, even if it splashes back, shouldn't upset anything in there. I haven't been able to use the storage, you know, because they were splashing back, so it was useless. So we'll see how that goes. Should be okay. It's all under warranty, so it's all good. We came home, so it was 5 o'clock when we came home. It's 32 degrees in Orange today. So we came back. There's Kaz. We turned the air conditioner on. And we were sitting in there. It was nice and cool, but we decided come outside because we're going tomorrow. So it's time to pull all this down. As painful as that sort of is, we're going to do it anyway. But guys, I don't think I'll film it. I don't see the point. You know, you saw us put it up badly. Surely we can't do any worse taking it down. So we're going to take it down so we don't have to do it in the morning because we want to get away a bit early. So I'm going to pull it down, and if there's anything else to show you this evening, we'll show you. If not,
probably see in the morning. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Hello. Kaz thought that was funny. Just thought I'd tell you, we packed up outside already. Less than 20 minutes. And that was fiddling around, still not knowing everything we were doing. So that was cool. Well, actually, it wasn't cool. It was still quite warm out there. It's cooler in here. I actually turned the aircon up to 19 now. So it's been running for an hour. We've used 6% of our battery. We're only getting 259 watts off the roof because we're in partial shade and it is 6 o'clock at night. We're drawing just over 1,000 watts power, so still pulling 36 amps. But at 94%, who cares? So, I'm going to let this run for a while now. We're going to enjoy it. Now we haven't got shade outside, we're going to sit inside. Probably have just cheese and nibbles for dinner. Nothing exciting about that. If there's anything else to show you, I'll show you later. If not, we'll see you tomorrow. Have fun. Did you find that difficult, Kaz, or did you think that was okay?
Backup was actually quite good. Pulling down the awning, we actually understood a little bit more of it.
We worked as a team and we did it Karen's way. Alright, we'll see you later. We're on our way home. Successful use of the caravan. So we're happy with that. But on our way home, we pulled up, just had to try to have a quick check as to what's happened or what's going on, you know, just make sure everything's doing what it's supposed to do. We've discovered, and quite possibly for a while now, we've discovered that our big Anderson plug at the back of the truck isn't putting out any power, which means our DC-DCs in the van are not getting any charge. The van is holding its own under its own solar power. We left camp this morning at about 78%. It was at 80% when we checked it a little while ago. So I feel the van will hold its own while we go home. So I'm not going to worry about trying to fix it on the side of the road or anything. It'll be a fiddle with it when I get home kind of situation to work out why the endo has chosen not to work. Quickly measured the fuse under the bonnet. It's all doing its thing. So it's somewhere after that. This is a bloody 2 gauge or a 0 gauge cable, so there can't be any great issues with it. So I'll have to get under it and figure it out properly. It might be something like the big cable hasn't been earthed correctly. I don't know. Anyway, if it's not earthing, it's not going to get any charge. So, yeah, interesting. But you know, we tended the good and the bad and the ugly, the whole works and jerks, and that's what we found. So, for all we know, because I honestly haven't tested it before, we could have picked the van up in Coffs and towed it up to where we were going, used it, towed it home, and not charged it at all from the car. So it's a bit sad if that's the case, but it's possible. So anyway, something I've got to fix up. So just thought I'd tell you about that. But otherwise, everything about the van was good. We didn't show you packing up this morning or yesterday because, well, we didn't really see the point, and God, it's easy to pack compared to all the camps we've done. It's just so much better. We were packed up fully, went and had showers and everything. From the time we got up to the time we're on the road, it was only just over an hour. That's including getting up and getting motivated and that stuff. So, yeah, anyway, we'll tell you more later on. But Still think the trip was a success with the van. This Anderson plug situation's annoying, but I think it'll hold its own fine till we get home anyway. Still got a lot of battery in there to run that fridge. Alright guys, catch you in a while. Right, we've pulled up at the Cassilis rest area, or Cassilis Park rest area, whichever one you want to call it. I've just dropped the steps and we're about to go inside, and as you know, we don't have the Anderson plug running, so it'd be interesting to see after a few hours of driving how solar's handling the job. You're seeing it at the same time I am, so 93%. So the solar has been topping it up. Get a load of that charge it's putting in now. 1168 watts off the roof. We're 93%. We've had no input from the car at all. So that's working well.
It's working really well. Everything seems to still be shut. There's nothing that seems to move. So that's awesome.
Van's intact. We didn't close this, but not that makes any difference. But yeah, everything's all good here.
Shower hasn't moved.
Everything's perfectly good. So we've taken it for a bit of a run, obviously, by this point. I didn't hang that up this morning, so it's my bad. And nothing's moved in here. Karen's little fluffer loafer thing is on the floor now. But other than that, no big deal. I haven't even bothered to put this away because this is so tight in that bracket that you'd want to be doing something really bad for that to come out. So I've just left it. Now, if I'm going off-road, different story, I'll put that away better. But everything else is in here has been good. And if I'm really lucky, my gorgeous girl might make me something to eat. If I'm really lucky. So, anyway, it's travelled really well so far, no problem at all. Alright, catch you in a while.
Bye.
Extreme close up.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah. Well, we made it home, and the batteries are at 100%. So you've got to be happy with that. And as you can see, it's plugged in on 240 now, so it's getting charge and power from the house. So it's not taking a lot of solar because the battery's at 100. So that's pretty good. Obviously I have to fix the situation that's going on with the Anderson plug on the truck, but we'll get to that. As you can hear, the air's on, and I've got all the blinds pretty well done up just to keep the sun and stuff out. So let's have a quick talk about how the trip went. Okay, so how did the van go? Well, first of all, where's Kaz? Well, she's had to go and do some stuff, so you just have to put up with me. Anyway, how did the van go? Well, the van went very well. Everything inside it worked the way it should. No problem at all. Plenty of power, as you would have seen by now. Obviously, I would like to make it charge properly from the truck, and I will get to that. That's just a fix I've got to do. But as you can hear, the aircon's on. It's still pretty hot, so I waited a little while to film this until I cooled down after setting it back up at home and everything, because it's pretty horrible, 40-degree day. So I want to just let you know how it went and what we thought of it. So realistically, the van went very well. It towed beautifully. The truck pulled it well. Coolant temps and transmission temps never varied above the parameters you'd want them to be at. So that was all good. The fridge in the van worked well. The aircon in the van worked well. The battery system in the van worked well. As is evidenced by the fact it charged itself up without the truck charging it. So I reckon it charged itself up or kept itself charged taking it out there too, because I think that Anderson hasn't worked for a bit longer than I thought. So anyway, that's something I've got to rectify. So our thoughts on the van, I know Karen will agree with me, is it's pretty well spot on. There's nothing I really need to change on it. It's yeah, it just works. Everything about it works. So we're happy with that. So for a first trip away with the van, more than pleased. As I said, everything worked. It's nice to be able to get up, have showers, and be nice and fresh and clean for the day. Plenty of water, plenty of hot water. Just generally everything's good. The aircon running for a few hours every afternoon. Cool the van down until such time as the outside temperature became bearable and worthwhile. So that was good too. So no downsides to this van at all in our particular setup. So that's about all I can tell you. So hopefully you found this video useful and entertaining. I just wanted you to know our thoughts and how it's all gone in the time we've had it on its first run out. If you've got any questions about anything to do with it, feel free to comment below. There will be a walkthrough video coming up, but that'll be a little bit later. But generally speaking, our first impressions of the van, it's very good. I've been able to get it right first go. Anyway, that will do me, guys. There's no point in rabbiting on to how great it is. The reason it's all blacked out in here, by the way, is I'm keeping the heat out as much as possible while the air conditioner's on. So it's nice and pleasant in here at the present time. So I've shut all the blinds up to just keep this direct sunlight out of it. So, and it's plugged into 240, so why not? It's not like I'm pulling any power out of the battery, so I might as well just do everything. Okay, guys. That'll do me. As I said, I've rabbited on enough, so let's stop rabbiting on. So if you enjoyed the video, put a like on it. Maybe subscribe if you're new here for more content to do with the caravan and travel over the next 12 months and longer. I'll be definitely doing that, obviously. But you don't have to do that. Maybe be a channel member if you really want to support us, or go to the website, buy some merch, but you don't have to do that anyway. As long as you like the video, that'd be great. Alright guys, all the best. Cheers from Steve and Kaz at Mud Ducks Touring Australia, and we'll see you on the next one. Just get out there, guys.